Hello, this is Brett with Logic Control exam number 2. I will start with quickly running through my program, and then I will go back and run the 10 machine operations. So we can see here at the start on line 0 or rung 0, you will simply push the start button to turn the machine on, and then on rung 2, this will keep the pump running for the duration that the machine is on. Rung 2 will turn the pump on 7 seconds before the motor starts using this timer. And then line 3, we will have the motor kick on as soon as this timer is finished with its 7-second count. And then on lines 4 and 5, when the pump and the motor are both active, PL1 and PL0 lights will be on. And then on rung 6, we have um, the rung to stop the program. When the stop button is pushed, this will turn the machine off. And then on rung 7, this will ensure that the pump stays on for 10 seconds after the machine is turned off. On rung 8, we have the total run timer for the pump. This will make sure that the total run time does not go longer than 60 seconds. And then on rung 9, we have the subroutine. This will send you to the subroutine that controls the blinking change oil light. And then on rung 10, this will reset the total run timer whenever the reset button is pushed. All right, and then this is the subroutine. So on line 0, we have the start of the subroutine. And then on line 1, this controls the blinking of the change oil light. So it'll show over here in the timer, it'll be on for 20 seconds. Line 2, the light will be off for 10 seconds. And then on line 3, it will run through this cycle 3 times. And then after that on rung 4, it will pause for 3 seconds. And then it will run through this cycle over and over again until the reset button is pushed. And then this line on line 5 just resets the blink counter. And then rung 6 will turn on the blinking light to change oil. And then on rung 7, when the reset button is pushed, it'll reset the change oil light. And then also when you press the reset button, it'll shoot you back over to the main program. So, and then starting over here, I'll run through the 10 machine operations so you can see them run. So the first machine operation is to start the machine, and then 2, before the motor shaft starts, the oil pump needs to be on for 7 seconds. So we'll show those 2 now. So we'll go over here, start, click the start button. And then you can see here that the 7-second timer starts running while the pump is on. And then after 7 seconds, the motor turns on. So both coils for the pump and the motor are also on. And the machine is receiving oil the entire time it's running, as you can see here. And then I'll show you, so if you press the stop button, the machine will keep receiving oil for 10 seconds, as you can see on this timer down here. And let's see that again, it kind of went by fast. So the light's on, blinking, and then we'll press the reset, press that again, reset. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. Okay, so we reset it, hit it again, wait a minute. And then we'll press the stop button, and you can see that the pump timer here counts up until it hits 10 seconds, and then the pump will shut off. All right, and then for number 7, a timer is used to track the total run time of the pump. And then when it reaches 60 seconds, the motor and the pump are automatically shut down, and the pilot light or for change light will flash 3 times, pause, and then continue to flash. So we'll show that here. I'll go ahead and reset it, and we'll start the program back up again. And then we just have to wait for this timer to hit 60 seconds. All right, and then when the timer hits 60 seconds, you can see that the change oil light starts flashing. You can see the subroutine for that. It's in here based off of these timers and this counter. It will continue flashing. And then for number 8, the machine is prevented from starting if the filler oil must be changed. So if we go ahead and press the start button up here, nothing's going to happen. The light will keep blinking. So we're going to need to hit the reset button at 3. That will reset the machine. And then if we go ahead and press the start button, the machine will run as normal. All right, thank you. That is it.